All right, Lexi Jackson. You're probably one of the most experienced 100-mile racers and FKTers that I know. Your FKT list is crazy. I was looking at it before I came here. I always feel like I reach out. There's been a few races of mine where I panic text you hey, I need to know something. You're just a wealth of information. So you put down another 100-miler recently.
I did. And I would normally call it a 90 miler, but it ended up being 96 miles. So that's close enough to 100 to call it 100.
Okay, there you go. I mean, yeah, that's close enough. 20,000 feet of vert. So what was the route? I was my way here, Wantastiquet. How do you pronounce it?
I don't even know.
Don't know.
So I've just been calling it the WM Trail, but it is the Wantastiquet.
Yeah,
Monadnock Trail and then the MSG Trail combined.
Yeah.
And then Larson, who created the trail or the route, decided to be really sadistic and add in 2 miles to the bottom of Sunapee down the ski slope.
Classic Larson.
I actually thought the route ended on Sunapee until a few days before I was about to start.
Yeah.
I looked at Larson's splits and I texted Larson and I was like, "What the heck, dude?
What is this?" So he was the first person to do this route. He kind of came up to it. It's basically linking the Monadnock-Sunappee with this other trail.
Yeah.
All in one go. How did you hear about it? Were you talking to him or Sarita or
I was in Brattleboro, Vermont. We were looking for somewhere to go for a walk with the dog, and I was looking on Google Maps and I saw a trailhead and it was the WM trailhead and I was like, what is this trail? It looks kind of long. And then I looked on the FKT page because that's what I do whenever I see a trail.
Yeah.
There's an FKT for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, it's 95 miles long. Or that trail is technically 45 miles long.
To Monadnock.
Yeah, to Monadnock. But then there's this whole 95-mile route that Larson did. And that was probably 3 years ago. And I just kind of kept it in the back of my head.
Yeah. Okay. So you've known about it for a while.
I've known about it for a while, and I've had a lot of other things on my list. And then I was supposed to do Lodge to Dodge last weekend, but with all the snow, it's been really cold and disgusting the last month, and
crazy.
I haven't had any time in the whites.
Yeah.
So I made couple weeks ago, I made a last minute decision to do this one.
Yeah. Okay. So this was a pivot. Did you scout the trail at all before? No.
I've never done any. I've done Monadnock. I've done Pisgah State Park because of the Pisgah 50K.
Yeah.
And then I've done a couple miles on the MSG just from running at Sunapee. And that's it.
Dang. So this was mostly on-sited.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you, basically on-siting this route. 20,000. So what are the stats? 97 miles, you said?
It's around 95, but in the middle of the night on the MSG, running on dirt roads that didn't turn onto single track, I ran by those turnoffs a few times and added on a little bit. Plus unsupported, you're going in ditches to filter water and everything else.
Yeah, okay.
So I ended up with 96.2, but I think it is somewhere around 95 miles and about 20K vert.
Okay. Is it more bigger climbs or is it kind of undulating the whole way? Because that is a lot of vert for...
It is. It's funny because there's really only 2 big climbs out of the entire thing.
Wow, okay.
My watch said there was 69 climbs total.
Yeah. This is what I was talking about. I was never expecting this.
That's the veteran that I've talked to all the time.
There's somebody kayaking right now, blasting music.
Yeah. No, he's mad chill. He's super tan. He's always kayaking or sunbathing.
Yeah.
I forget his name. He's a really nice guy, though.
That is so funny.
He probably knows my name.
Yeah.
So.
You literally came here I always see this guy down here talk to me. There he is.
I think I was talking to him a lot before I did the Dirritissema, and it was blowing his mind that I was about to run 200-something miles.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Yeah, I feel anytime you talk to someone who doesn't who's not in the ultra, they're like, I don't even know what you're saying. What do you mean running 200 miles?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he also showed me his bad feet too. Just I don't run and I have bad feet. So.
Oh my gosh.
It was just a weird New Hampshire thing.
Yeah, classic.
But yeah, so it is just mostly little ups, little downs.
Yeah, okay.
Over and like even with, and this is why I had like a huge meltdown at the end. Even with 10 miles to go, there was like 3,000 feet of gain, but you would climb like 100 feet and then 200 feet. And it's like, what? Like, where's this climb to the top?
Just give me the big climb,
Yeah.
just so I can get it over with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So are the 2 climbs up to Monadnock, up to Sunapee?
No, the 2 climbs are Monadnock, and then at the very beginning, you climb to however you say that word,
Wantastiquet?
Yeah.
Wantastiquet?
That mountain, that's like I think it's like almost 2,000 feet
Okay.
climb. So right at the beginning, you get like a nice chunk of climbing done.
Okay.
Or maybe it's only like 1,000 feet, but still.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And is this similar to a lot of your 100-mile races that you've done? Obviously, you've done the Whites 100, the Dirritissema, but you've done a lot of like more rolling, flat, faster stuff.
So I was thinking when I was running it, it's really like all Western Mass, Southern New Hampshire trails kind of put together. So like of the FKTs that I've done or trails I've run, like the Tully Trail Loop, Robert Frost Trail, Mid-State Trail, New England Trail, like similar to Wapak Trail, like it's all very similar to this trail.
Yeah.
So it was
like
very much in my comfort zone.
Yeah, just like New England.
Yeah.
Long trail stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So you were training for the Lodge to Dodge.
Yes.
Was that kind of what you were training for before this?
Yeah. I mean, I was training for something big.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you feel like your training was like good enough? Like I'll just maybe mix in a couple more flat things, but I'm pretty much ready to rip this?
For the most part, I wished I did a couple more runs with a heavy pack because my pack was about 14.7 pounds at the beginning.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I was definitely ready for it.
Prepped. I mean, you've done so many races. I feel like you could just go into anything and just like be fairly ready. Yeah. Sweet. So, all right. So unsupported, what'd you bring? You said you're filtering water in ditches potentially. You had 14 pounds in the pack.
Yeah. So my base weight was about 6.2 pounds with all my gear. And then I had 1.5 liters of water that was in 2 half-liter filter bottles. And then I had a 1 liter like bladder that I kept in my waist belt. I named her Big Bertha. She kind of bounced around.
Yeah.
And in Big Bertha, I was putting my liquid calories.
Okay.
So then I would always have like either both of my filter flasks full of water or 1 filter flask and then Big Bertha.
Yeah.
And then I had 5 pounds of food, which was about 8,000 calories.
Oh my gosh. What does that entail? I know you're like a Whole Foods, like did you have Subway on one of your big runs last year?
I did not bring a Subway sub this time. No. I learned my lesson from the Mass AT. I had the Dirritissema helped a lot because everything I ate during the Dirritissema went well and I wasn't sick of. So I had Snicker bars, Twizzlers, Fritos, stuff like that, and then I used Precision just carbs.
Yeah.
And then I had a bunch of gels because I figured, especially with the weather being so, I knew I was going to get rained on. I knew once it started getting rainy and I was cold, I would only want to eat gels. So it's like, especially with gloves on, that was all I would be able to open.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so that's a good balance of gels, liquid calories.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the best. I've learned for me a good mix of everything is usually the best.
Well, you get to the point too where like I would go to eat like goldfish and it would just form like a ball in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Okay, we're not doing this anymore.
Yeah. No, I've learned that too. I've done that with Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
I've been like
Cheez-Its are really bad.
Yeah. I remember one of the long ones, it might have been the Jigger Johnson, like just 20 hours in trying to eat Cheez-Its, just chewing on the same food, not going down. Like, what is going on?
Yeah. No, it's hard. Yeah.
Okay, so that's your base weight. You brought Big Bertha.
Big Bertha.
What was the most amount of water you had to carry on that route? It's been pretty rainy, so
so I don't know this. So with the MSG, I knew there was gonna be plenty of water. I don't know if you've ever heard of the app Far Out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is maps on Far Out of the MSG, but there's not maps of the first half of the trail.
Yeah.
And only like a few people have done the FKT for the first half of the trail, and it's like all fast people, so they probably stop to filter like once or twice.
Yeah.
So I'm obviously moving slower, need a little bit more water. So I tried to go on Strava and then Google Maps and like find water sources.
Detect water.
And like there's a few water sources. There's 13 miles of rail trail, but it's not really rail trail. Some of it's rail trail, some of it you're just like running in a downtown area on sidewalks and stuff. So I go on Google Maps and be like, cool, water source, and then I would zoom in and it was like a bridge. So there's no way to get to that water.
You can't get down there.
So on that first half, I was carrying usually like 1.5 liters.
Okay.
And then the second half, I would carry like just 1 liter.
1 liter. Yeah, less on that Monadnock-Sunappee line. That's so good. I mean, 1.5 liters of water makes a huge difference. I've tried wherever I can in the whites to never carry 1.5 liters. I don't have to.
Yeah, well, I did like there was a couple of times where I had 1.5 liters and I just knew I had a feeling I'd get close to water, and so I like dump a little bit out.
Yeah. As soon as I know I have too much water on me, I'm just dumping it. Yeah.
Even if it's like a half a pound.
Yeah.
Like just anything that's less.
But I feel like on the unsupported, obviously, and like 100-mile effort. So it took you, I didn't even say the time, 27, was it 26 or 27?
27 hours, 23 minutes.
27 hours, 23 minutes. That's a long time to be alone. Unsupported, uncrewed.
It is a long time. I mean, I said this to my husband after I finished, but I was like, running 240 miles does not make running 100 miles easier.
Yeah, no, it does not.
Like, I thought it would be a lot easier.
Yeah.
No, I still, like, I had the lowest lows I've ever had during anything before.
Wow.
So, yeah. So,
that's saying something because you've been in the well before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Do you like these unsupported efforts? Because I feel like mentally you must go to lower lows because it's like yourself and you have to kind of battle out of it. And you've done a lot of unsupported stuff.
I do.
How do you feel about it?
Yeah, no, I love it. I don't know if like I've never tried an actual supported FKT. Like I did the White Mountain 100 with Mike, but that was a mixed gender thing. It was running 100 miles with a friend. Like is a lot different. And having pacers, I mean, obviously you paced.
Yeah.
And
that was wild.
I would say it was a great time, but I definitely did some crying and suffering. But the first half of you pacing, I had a great time.
You were good. You were ripping.
So that was the only time I've had pacers, and that was great. And I'm excited to use pacers for jigger.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, except for doing like official races, I've never done a supported FKT.
That was the first time you've ever had pacers?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Because I just figured, I knew you did a lot of races.
I've never, I've done 300-mile races.
Yeah.
And I've never used pacers.
Wow.
I've just had my husband crew, and that's it.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
So, and you hit lows this time. So I guess we can, I don't know if we want to go through the whole thing. How did the first half go?
The first half went pretty well. The first like 8 miles or so are pretty like technical single track, but they're really gorgeous. Like there was amazing undercast, and I got to Pisgah State Park. I've been there before. I was excited about being there. And then there's like 9-10 miles of trail that doesn't look like trail. It's overgrown. There's blazes, but you can't tell like if the trail is to the left or to the right, or sometimes the blazes mean like sharp turn. Like the trail is just so unused that it was hard to tell it was even a trail at all.
Yeah.
So that really slowed things down a lot.
Yeah.
And then I was so excited about getting to the bike path, and then about 2 miles on the bike path, I was like, I don't want to be on the bike path anymore. Like jogging with a pack that still probably weighs 14 pounds. It just did not feel good.
Not fun.
And you're like, people are casually walking and biking, and like I just look like a moron with like a huge bat.
Came down here for a walk with all this stuff.
I'm running through this like downtown area where people like eating outside, and there's like homeless people, and like there's just like, it was just a very weird vibe. And then at one point the zipper on my pack came undone, and like all my stuff fell out, and I felt like a huge moron, like just bending over, putting like my snacks back, like gathering my Twizzlers.
Oh my gosh. Well, sounds like quite the route. You get a whole mix of everything.
Yeah. And and so the bike path too is slightly uphill the whole time too. But it's like kind of hard to tell. You get through like this downtown area, a little bit of sidewalk pavement, and then it's just like it's 8 or 7 miles of just staring at a dirt path.
Yeah.
There's nothing around except trees.
Which makes it feel longer, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to music or take caffeine until I'm halfway through an event.
Halfway.
So I'm just bored.
Yeah, bored.
My mind. I was like finding excuses to like slow down and stop.
Yeah.
So like, I should rearrange my pack a little bit before it rains. So like, slow down and rearrange my pack.
Yeah. That's funny. And you've done so many of these, you know how to pace them good. So it's like, I feel like you run everything super smart and super consistent, at least the stuff that I've seen. So yeah, you're at the beginning, you're just kind of chilling. Like you're very fit and you're just like, all right, I'm poking around.
Yeah. And like, this was not an A race for me.
Okay.
I just wanted to do something big. My grandfather passed away back in December.
Yeah, sorry to hear.
Thank you. And this weekend was his birthday, and I just wanted to do something big to celebrate his birthday.
Nice.
So I kind of had that in the back of my mind too. I had his ashes in my pocket. And I was like, instead of sitting home and crying, I'm going to go run and have fun in the woods and get weird.
Yeah, perfect. Nice.
So I kind of had that in my mind too. Like, this is just for fun. We don't need, there wasn't a women's time for it yet, but I was trying to compete with Larson's supported men's time. So I wasn't like taking it too easy, but I also wasn't taking myself too seriously.
Yeah. Kind of like a first effort for the year.
Yeah.
For setting up. Nice. I mean, and you did run it really fast. Like Larson did 28 hours, so you got the fastest time overall.
Yeah.
No, that's super cool. So, all right, once you get off this monotonous...
once I get over to Gap Mountain, it does... Well, first of all, before I get to Gap Mountain, I want to get water because I know there's probably not going to be much water on Monadnock.
Yeah.
Other than puddles. So I like go in like this ditch on the side of the road and like sit down and put like Big Bertha on my lap, and I'm like filtering water into Big Bertha with the powder. I'm covered in powder, and I'm like, I really hope a car doesn't drive by right now. It's also like starting to rain. I kept checking the weather, and it kept looking like I was gonna get hit with a thunderstorm as soon as I got to the top of Monadnock.
Yeah.
So I really tried to do everything I needed to do before I was out of the trees heading to the summit.
Yeah.
So I organized myself. I've never done Gap Mountain. That was fun to go up and over. That's not really a huge climb either.
Yeah.
It's pretty technical. It was raining, so it was very slippery. And then I started climbing up Monadnock. I've been on the White Cross Trail, but I don't remember it that much. It's a lot of like, once you get towards the top, like hand over hand climbing.
The White Cross.
So it's not white dots. It's not white arrow.
That's like the halfway out the dirt road.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the one you're going up to White Dot, and then you take a left a little bit, lean left.
Wait, no, hold on.
Maybe you went up White.
I went up White Arrow.
Okay, so it's like half dirt road
I'm mixing up all my
I know.
Monadnock trails.
We're not Monadnockers.
Yes.
Okay.
And in my head too, because I did not look at the route that well. So in my head, for some reason, I thought I was going to pop out at headquarters and go up one of those white whatever trails. And then after a while, I was like, wait, I've been on this trail, but it's not the trail I think it is.
Yeah.
And then I started getting to like the hand over hand action, and I was like, oh, this is not where I thought I was going to end up.
Yeah.
And like, there's like a couple people there. There was some guy in like an elf costume. And it's like raining and cold, and like he's giving me a weird look because it's raining. I'm in like little Lululemon shorts, and I'm like, what are you doing right now?
It's like, what is that, the Spider-Man meme? Two people just be like, what are they doing?
Exactly. So then I got to the top of Monadnock, and it was cold and windy and raining a little, but it was not that bad.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So and I had the summit to myself, which is rare.
Yeah,
for Sunday afternoon, even in bad weather.
Yeah, I know, that is crazy.
Yeah.
And then where do you descend? Do you go down Pumpelly?
Dublin.
Okay.
And so I got to Monadnock in 11:54, which set an unsupported FKT on the WM trail.
Nice.
So that was kind of like a nice little mood booster.
Bonus FKT, yeah.
But you're not even technically halfway yet. You aren't halfway until you get to the bottom of Monadnock.
Okay.
So you're at mile like 44, 45.
Yeah.
And getting down Dublin was horrible.
Yeah. Trail's hard.
Dublin's already hard, but
Yeah.
I actually like Dublin. I think I have the crown for the segment down Dublin.
Okay.
Like that is what I love that trail.
Yeah.
It took me almost an hour to get down.
Oh no.
Like 2 miles.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was so wet and flooded and just slippery, and I
Yeah.
was using all of the puss wax.
Yeah.
Like it was just absolutely horrible.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, those trails are just gnarly.
Yeah. Yeah, once those slabs get wet.
Yeah.
But,
what shoes were you wearing?
Topo Traverse.
Topo Traverse. Okay.
Yeah, those are my I think this is my 5th pair.
Nice.
I just threw away my Dirritissema ones, I think.
Okay. Get them out.
Yeah.
Price stanky.
Yeah. So by the time I get down now, I'm like halfway. And
Yeah.
that was like a little mood boost. It's about to get dark. I kind of like the first few hours of dark.
Yeah.
And I know the MSG is fairly runnable. At
Mhm.
least that's what Allie had just texted me.
She just went, Allie LaVille did the Sunappee to Monadnock FKT.
Yeah.
So she was going the other way as you, the opposite.
Yeah, I don't know if you might be able to get the MSG FKT in the other direction.
Either
but
way, maybe.
Nobody's ever done it the
it.
other way.
Yeah.
Because
they don't have to go down the way that you did.
I guess not, but I don't know the way Allie went definitely seems a little bit easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I knew that it was going to be a little bit more runnable and easy to follow. I wouldn't have to worry about navigation.
Mhm.
I could pull up the Far Out app if I needed water. So the first 20 miles going into the dark, everything went great. There's these nice short dirt road sections that are really pretty, and I had a nice sunset. It was raining off and on, but not too bad. And then around 10:30, 11 o'clock, it started to get a little bit more rainy.
Yeah. Is this so far? It sounds like it went pretty well. Decently.
Yeah, everything
was good.
I was having a lot of fun for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of fun running alone for a long time.
Yeah. My jam.
Yeah. And yeah, I was having a great time until the trails just got so wet and slippery and flooded. And I had a playlist that I started around 6 p.m. that was 7 hours long. Oh, and I started taking caffeine.
Yeah.
So I was in a groove. And then when the playlist ended, I went to charge my phone, and my phone was too wet to charge.
Oh, man.
So then it was now it's raining. I only had music for 7 hours.
Yeah.
And now it's I go to bed at 7:30.
Yeah.
And it's 11:30. So I have the sleepies.
Tired.
I'm cranky. And yeah, the trails are just horrible.
Oh my gosh. And yeah, when I feel like even not just running a race, but when you get the phone won't charge because it's wet, you're like, I'm never getting this thing back. You're done for. It takes forever.
Well, it was just during the Dirritissema, I always told myself, as soon as it starts raining, you're allowed to listen to music.
Yeah.
And so that's been kind of my rule.
Yeah.
And
was it raining harder or just for whatever reason?
It rained a little bit hard, off and on, but it was so dense that I wasn't really feeling the rain. So I was still in a t-shirt, but I had gloves on.
Okay.
But my feet were soaked and the trails were slippery and tedious. And at times it was kind of hard to tell which way the trails went.
Yeah.
It got foggy. So when I was on Pitcher Mountain, which is not even a big mountain, I couldn't find the trail down.
Oh no.
It took me a while to figure out the trail down.
Yeah.
It was so foggy.
This sounds like a nightmare. Yeah. This is the worst trail conditions to be alone at the middle of the night.
It was not fun. And then it just really slowed things down, which was kind of disheartening.
Yeah.
Because I did the Mass AT, which I would compare the Mass AT to this trail.
Yeah.
And I did it in 24 and a half hours.
Mhm.
So, and this has 13 miles of rail trail.
Yeah.
I'm why is this taking me so much longer
Yeah.
than the Mass AT?
Yeah.
And it's just different. I mean, there was so much route finding involved and like just messy trails, and I think the 13 miles of rail trail just like didn't make up for the fact that there was like all this other stuff happening.
Yeah. Okay. So Pitcher Mountain, you're going down, can't find the trail. Are you just like, is this when you're just kind of losing your mind? Like what?
Off and on.
What mile is this at?
I forget what mile. I think it's somewhere around 63, because I think when Larson did it, he ran 63 miles with Lyle and he stopped around Pitcher Mountain.
Okay. So 2/3.
Yeah. So then the rest of the night was like kind of a blur. Like I would go in and out of like having a good time to not having a good time, to wishing I was done, to like, oh, I'm running in the night, this is fun. Like another thing that was kind of sketch is some of the dirt roads go through some like weird neighborhoods.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of Francistown, New Hampshire, which is where like I ride my gravel bike a lot.
Yeah.
Where you'll go by like a mansion and then you'll go by like a trailer with a bunch of tents.
Yeah.
And like it is a little sketchy at night, especially around like 11 p.m. because you're like, these people could be awake and they look outside and see someone like running down these. Like it just didn't feel super comfortable.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
But yeah, I hung in there okay, and I just kept telling myself, like, sunrise will get a new boost, and maybe your phone will be dry by then.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just disappointed. Oh, and I had tummy issues and had to stop every, like, 5 miles.
Oh, boy.
So that wasn't...
Yeah, that's not fun.
That was not fun either.
That's not fun.
And there's poison ivy everywhere. I'm allergic to poison ivy, so it would take me, like, an extra few minutes to make sure I wasn't getting poison ivy on me.
Yeah.
So then sunrise is about to come. I'm like waiting for the daylight. It doesn't get bright until after 5:30ish.
Yeah.
I thought it would get bright around 5, but it was just like a dark, foggy morning.
Yeah.
So I don't think I turned my headlamp off until almost 6.
Wow.
And then at some point, it might have been around that time, I texted my husband, I have 10 miles to go. I'm going to push.
Mm-hmm.
And so I lapped my watch and I pushed. And then an hour went by. I look at my watch and I was still only doing like an 18-minute per mile pace.
Oh, no.
And it just completely destroyed me.
Drained confidence.
Also, I ran like 5 miles and then my watch said I had like 5.5 left. So it like kept adding on like a little bit of miles and a little bit of vert. Like it just...
Everything that can make an ultra runner go crazy.
Exactly. And so then I was worried that like I didn't have the 2 miles down the ski slope on my watch, so I actually had even more miles left than I thought I did.
Oh my gosh.
So then I full on tears.
Yeah.
Like hysterical, like like if somebody sees me right now, they're probably gonna call search and rescue.
Yeah.
It's foggy. I'm cold. I stopped eating and drinking because I was like, I'm almost done. I don't want to put anything else in my body. I don't want to filter water. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I like no will to live, but also wasn't stopping.
Oh my gosh.
So then I zoomed out on the map of my watch and I was like, okay, I do have the ski slope. I looked on far out. It said I had 2 miles to the summit. So then I just quit blubbering, got to the summit, took a really sad looking picture of my face and then hobbled down the ski slope. I got a little lost on the ski slope. I don't know how one gets lost on a ski slope, but I did.
The most clear-cut trail you can find.
It was wet, slippery, so my knees were killing me, so my feet were just like going out from underneath me. I get to the bottom, I see my husband and dogs, and like I cried like I've never cried at a finish before, and most of it was just be like so happy I was done.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even care like what my time was. I felt like I had been so slow. Like I got in the car and I looked at my husband and I was like, get me as far away from this mountain as you can.
Yeah. Go. Drive. Drive.
Yeah.
Well, nonetheless, another 100-mile finish. Yeah. I feel like that just I don't know. Some people do, finish race and I feel like they are cheery and really satisfied and happy. But a lot of the times for me, I get to the end of like a long ultra with similar vibes. Like, I'm done. This may be it. Like, I don't want to do this shit. This is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends. Like, I mean, the Dirritissema, obviously finishing a Dirritissema, I was like, fuck yeah,
Epic.
I did that. This is huge.
Yeah.
Like, so happy and proud of myself. And then, yeah, some of the other stuff I've done, it's either I feel good when I finish, and then a couple of days later, I'm like, oh, I actually kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Or like the opposite, I feel crappy when I finish, and then a few days later, I'm like, oh, you actually did a good job. Why are you being so hard on yourself?
Yeah. No. I think this is probably another one where you're going to look back and be like, that's a good time. That's a really good time.
I looked it over like yesterday, which was 3 days. And I was like, okay, you actually did.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Especially like unsupported with a heavy pack like that on a crazy trail. And in the weather conditions, this is one thing where if you get you just need to get a perfect day, and that can really help a lot, but we just don't get those all the time.
Yeah,
it's just
for
hard.
Sure. And like I was faster in the Massachusetts AT, but I also had perfect weather, and the AT is there's something just magical about the AT that makes you float sometimes.
Yeah. Not this trail.
Like every trail is so different. Like every run is so different. It's like hard to sit and compare.
Yeah.
Even if you do the same exact like race or course twice. I just did the Wapak picnic FKT, and like it was like one of my worst runs I've ever had, and like ran the Wapak trail way slower than I thought I was going to, and I had so much confidence leading into that. And like you just never know what your body is going to give you.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing that I'm trying to work on, like not getting as nervous or maybe worked up for some events, and just being like, I'm gonna feel like I can't really control how I feel. Like there's sometimes I feel amazing and sometimes you don't. It's just like I've trained.
Yeah.
And that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Did you feel like your training was good going into it? I feel like you always have good training.
I feel like it was pretty good. I went a little hard this winter, just because of like stress and stuff. I did a single season winter. I spread my grandpa's ashes on each summit.
Sweet.
So that was a lot of just like hiking with a heavy pack. So that definitely helped.
Are you still working with Joe?
No.
Okay, no. That was just for the Dirritissema?
Yeah, that was just for that was just for that. So I needed a year with like nobody telling me what to do.
I need to freebird this.
Yeah. Which is sometimes hard too, because it's like I've had a few. Like I ran a half marathon, I ran Run Amok 50K, and I wasn't like super proud of those efforts. So that was another reason why I ran this, is like I just want like a good long effort that like to test my training and stuff. So
because I feel like you were super fast. You could take everyone knows like the Crowns and the Whites or FKTs, like your name is just on a ton of them. But I feel like you train more for the longer stuff. Like you're not really training for fast stuff.
I do like to do things like Run Amok 50K was totally out of my comfort zone. So out of my comfort zone.
That was just all dirt roads.
It's a road race.
Road race. Yeah.
And I did better at that than I thought I was going to, but and then doing a road half marathon. Yeah. That I felt like I had no business doing.
I'm sure you still did good. What was your time on that?
125 something, 126 something.
Fast.
Sure.
Yeah, fast.
I mean, I won, but it was a virtual.
Okay, there we go. The truth comes out.
But it was like turned virtual last minute.
Okay.
So like none of like the really fast runners wasted their legs on it. So
hey, there you go. A win's a win.
Yeah.
They won't remember that in a few years.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so the longer stuff. And how did you get into the ultra running? Did you start out by going long? I feel like you remember.
So I started running in my mid-20s. I hated running. Like I was not athletic at all. I was a drama geek in school. And I was having like a lot of mental health issues and I was about to get married. It was just like a big life change.
Yeah.
Kind of freaking out.
Crashing out.
Yeah. So I had this New Year's resolution to run a 5K. And so I started out just running like 30 minutes 3 times a week, but it wasn't like not even really running.
Yeah.
It'd be like 5 minutes of walking and like 1 minute of running. It was really bad.
Count it as a run.
It would be at like 5 a.m. I'd be all bundled up because it was January. And I ended up really liking it. And I ran my first race, which I was too scared to do a 5K. So I did a 2.3 mile race.
Okay, wow.
And it was actually a trail race, but it was
God.
mostly like fire roads.
Yeah, nice.
So I ran that. It was fun. Then I did my first 5K. And then I just kind of ran off and on for a little bit over the next year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I became vegan and I read Scott Jurek's book, Eat and Run.
Yep.
And I was like, holy shit, people run 100 miles?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And at the time, like the most I'd run was like 4. So I went out and ran 6 miles for the first time.
Wow.
I also thought being vegan gave me like superpowers.
Hey, honestly, placebo effect on anything.
Yeah,
If you think it gives you superpowers, run with it. Yeah.
So, and I became part of like a vegan running community in the Boston area.
Yeah.
And a lot of them had run ultras.
Mhm.
So, so I went from doing my first 10K to first half marathon ultra within like 6 months.
Yeah.
Just kind of jumped right into it.
Wow.
And my plan was always to run 100.
Yeah. That's honestly, these are the stories I love to hear. Like, didn't grow up running, not a fast track person. You know, the classic, you do a couple things, you meet a couple people. Oh, I want to try that. And now, like, you're just one of the fastest, like, trail mountain runners around. Which I just think is epic. I like those kind of,
I feel like I'm fast at long stuff.
Long stuff. Hey, yeah. I think you're so, I mean, would it, yeah, no, don't, Andrew, do not get tricked right now. You're fast at short stuff. No, it's just cool. And yeah, I feel like I'm trying to get faster at the shorter stuff, but I'm more interested and I like doing the longer stuff.
It's fun to go out and like just for training, like rip it up and down a 4K or something and see how fast you can do it.
Yeah. I think it's good for training too. I think it's good to get faster and more fit.
Last year Joe was having me and he would tell me to go segment hunt.
Yeah. Your specialty.
Yeah, and that's kind of like the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Like there was one year I was trying to get like 200 Strava crowns in a year and it helped my training so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I think going hard, because I just feel like there are adaptations that you're just gonna miss by just literally going as hard as you can, trying to like beat a time or whatever race.
As long as you aren't doing it all the time and just once in a while, it definitely helps a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I'm trying to mix in like training for long stuff, but like once a month at least go like race something like pretty hard and just even if you're not like prep for it or whatever, it's just gonna be a good mix. But I don't know. I've been doing more shorter stuff, and I haven't run an ultra actually in a while. So I'm like, all right, Andrew, you're getting away from your roots.
Like
you need
following on Strava, like, oh, you ran 1 mile really hard.
Yeah. I run a I need to put up an ultra soon. Yeah, which hopefully I'm going to.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see though.
Yeah, I'll definitely be watching. I always get excited when I see one of your runs on Strava.
Yeah. No, I'm excited. We'll see though. I had another panic text to you. Recently my toe just started killing me. Yeah. And I'm like, I saw a PT about it actually.
Oh, good.
So I'm trying to figure out what it is, but I'm hopefully racing pretty soon.
Yeah.
And yesterday I go on a run half a mile in, I had to stop.
Oh my God.
And I was like, I don't know how this is going to work.
Yeah.
I'm in taper week right now.
But that's the thing too with your, like, both of my knees were killing me before I did this effort. Both my knees were killing me before I did Dirritissema. Like tapering is just the worst.
Yeah. I think for this specifically, I think I've diagnosed. I don't really have anything like major that's like torn or anything like hurting. It's just a little pain. If I can warm it up, take a little maybe Advil, something like that, just to ease. I think it'll be fine. But that's something that you actually told me. What was it before? I don't know if it was before Hellbender or Jigger Johnson. I was like, I just rolled my ankle. Like, I don't know. Like, it's literally hurting me in bed at night. Like, I don't even know if I can do this. And I remember you told me, you're like, I ran, it might have been, I don't know what it was.
Oh, my first 100.
I
ran like 2 weeks after my first like really, really bad ankle roll.
Yeah, and you were like,
it just never bothered me at all during the 100.
And that was like, I feel like sometimes when I get in my head, I'm like looking for, and I don't know if I'm like around non-runners or like some people, they're like, oh, I don't know, or maybe they don't give you the right advice. That was the perfect thing that I needed to hear. Like, oh, that happened to me and I'm fine. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to be fine.
I said the same thing to Allie because she had an ankle roll before the MSG.
Yeah.
And it's just weird how the body works. Like something can be bugging you right up to race day and then not bother you at all on race day.
Well, that's what happened to me.
Yeah.
It never bothered me. I was like, I don't know what that was. And it's weird. Every big build, I feel like I'll have a little something that I'm working through, just because I feel like when you push your body, or I'm just a wimp, there's always a little something. And on race day, it's never that.
No,
it's something
always,
else.
Yeah, like my knees have been bothering me, and my knees did bother me during the MSG, but it wasn't the same part of the knee.
Yeah.
It was my MCL, which I haven't had issues with for 3 years.
Yeah. I don't know how it works. I don't know how that's... It's like part of me is like, sometimes is it compensating, but... I don't know.
I don't know. The body just does weird things.
Yeah.
I mean, none of this is healthy.
No. Well, the thing that just came out, did you see Killian Jornet was just like, my knees have been hurting for 3 years?
No.
Oh, I don't know. It's just like...
Only 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. And it's just like, oh my God. I think everyone who does these, and he's like so scientific and like a freak athlete, everyone who does like thousands and thousands of miles over times like just has stuff bother them.
Oh, my cousin, after I finished this weekend, she asked me what I ate. And so I told her like, Snicker bars, Twizzlers, Fritos. She's like, I love that you're doing the healthiest thing and eating junk food. And I go, none of this is healthy. Like, this is not healthy. Like I can barely walk.
Yeah.
Like...
I tell people a lot, like, if you want to get into something really hardcore, like triathlon might be funner.
Yeah.
It might be easier. Like,
exactly.
you might be just stronger and less injured.
This is not. I mean, the amount of money I've spent on physical therapy in the last year is absurd.
Yeah. I've been going to PT regularly now.
Yeah.
Like, I just have someone that I go see once a month.
That's good.
Because and it's helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Just because there's always something.
I go every week even when something's not hurting.
Yeah.
Which I'm thankful to have the ability to. But and I find too, like, I'll be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't go to PT anymore. And then like something will slightly start hurting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, good thing I already have an appointment.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
It definitely helps a lot.
I know. And then the other thing too is, some people are probably better than others, but like doing prehab stuff, I think it's easier when it's almost like a coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
did you do your exercises?
Yeah,
this
I know.
week?
I need to do these.
Yeah. No, and that definitely that.
Yeah.
I realized after my knees hurt after this, I was like, yeah, you got to do the exercises more than like once or twice a week.
Yeah. Because when you do them, when you put in the time and it's like been a couple weeks consistent, you're like, oh, I'm actually feeling better.
Exactly.
And they're like, all right, I'll just maybe bump the miles and drop the whatever. Like, no, you can't do that. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
I know. No, just like ultra running stuff. I'm just going to still do this for as long as I can. Like I see some people in their 60s, like just still ripping. I'm like, I want that to be me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any peak bagging? Well, no. Let's talk about your A races this year. One of your A races.
Well, I only have one. I mean, I have like some smaller FKTs that I might go for, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm kind of running out of.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm sure some will start to get taken soon.
If you guys are bored right now, Google Lexi Jackson FKT and just like scroll.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I mean, there are definitely some soft ones on there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I think this is something I've talked about a lot on the podcast. Like, there are a lot of FKTs that just don't have anyone do them.
Right.
And I think like there are so many of them, but if they're already created and no one's done them, like somebody just go out and do it.
Right, exactly. And I know Allie's been doing that a lot.
Yeah. Which is great.
Yeah, no, and that's kind of how I felt about, like, I generally don't like doing longer FKTs that don't have a woman's time because I
Yeah.
don't want it to be seen as like a cop-out.
Yeah.
But then that's why I'm like, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to at least try and be the men's time
Yeah.
or set like a sturdy woman's time.
Strong.
Which like at mile 50, it is a little like, oh, well, if I just slow down and walk right now, it's still an FKT. So it is, you have to like keep that mindset. It's still like a lot of the races I sign up for have a small women's field. So I might not necessarily have women competition, but I'm still trying to raise the men at least. But yeah, so like some of my FKTs are FKTs because there isn't already a women's time. But it is nice to at least like put a time up there.
And the longer efforts, I feel like, at least for me, I just invest so much mental and just, you know, energy, physical energy, the whole nine. Like, yeah, if there's just no times on it, it is a little, there's less of an incentive.
Yeah.
Especially for me, because I don't have a lot of FKT, so it's like, Angie, you need to get going here.
Yeah.
But
you say that as you just crushed the Lodge Dodge last year.
Well, that was like another one that I feel like hasn't got a ton. Larson did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to do it at some point. But I do feel like, I don't know, that might be a fun one to actually do supported.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But I do wish that more women would do these longer unsupported efforts.
Yeah, hopefully we're getting like, the sport's definitely growing. There's more people getting out, but it's still, I don't know. I guess you can pick and choose.
Yeah.
But the Jigger Johnson 100, you're signed up.
I am signed up.
And this is
I was afterwards when I could barely bend my leg because my MCL was super messed up. I was like, am I really signed up for 100 in a couple of months?
I shouldn't have brought this up so soon.
No. I did a little bit of jogging pain-free today, thankfully.
Nice.
Thank you to my PT. And actually doing my PT exercises and not just popping ibuprofen this week. But yeah, I'm so excited about Jigger. I've never done a local 100-mile race. I've done 300-mile races. 2 were in Virginia and 1 was in Idaho. So it'd be cool to do a 100-miler where I can have pacers and I'll like know people at the aid stations.
Yeah. It's awesome. And there's a ton of people in the race. You're going to know people in the race.
Right, exactly.
Connor Brown's in it.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going to be out front for sure.
I'll be chasing him in the second half. I'm a grower, not a shower. I like to stay like pretty conservative in the first half. And then once that headlamp gets turned on, that's like when I start chasing people.
Yeah. I think that's the smart way to go.
Yeah.
I mean, you've always told me this, and I forget who told you this. I don't know, maybe it was just pacing, but you're saying in the second half, if you can run it, run.
Yeah, exactly. And that's like, what Scott Trayer told me when he was coaching me.
Yeah.
And that's what I try to tell everyone who runs like longer stuff is like anytime you're feeling good, just go.
Yes.
And it doesn't, if it's mile 60, run hard. Because running fast at mile 60 is not going to mess up mile 80.
Yes. I've realized this so much. You can like, it's kind of funny to me when people go out so hard. And I've done it so many times. You should see my Hellbender splits.
Oh, yeah. Well, I also remember somebody before Hellbender was like, I'm going to try and like start out with the front.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. Yeah. No, for me, there's no point in running faster than you would want to run in the second half.
Right.
Like, because if you can just do a consistent pace, if you can get to the second half, you've already expended like energy in your leg muscles. So it's almost like you can't wreck your legs if you're eating.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to run it in the first 2 miles, if you're not going to run it in the second half, don't run it in the first 2 miles. Go chill and just like try to ramp it up.
Right. And like I've said this because like my first 50-miler, it was really hard for me to hold back.
Yeah.
My first 50-miler is Cayuga, which is hilly, but it's super runnable.
Yeah.
And so you have all these fast 50-milers just like blowing by you.
Yeah.
And you're like trying to. So one thing that I like to do too is remember who passes you.
Yeah.
And then try and chase them in the second half.
Yeah. I think passing people, when you pass people, you get a little bit of a boost.
Oh, definitely.
Like I am doing good. And I think it helps.
Yeah. No, it definitely helps a lot.
Yeah. So that's a good run it smart. I mean, everyone. Something that's tough about it too, though, like on a Pemi loop, let's say you're doing a counterclockwise Pemi loop,
Mhm.
you have these really fast miles at the beginning, and you're like, oh, I don't know, like maybe I just run these fast and then I
Yeah.
pace it. It's kind of I don't know, but it makes it unique. Like every race is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've run all of the jigger course, of course.
Yeah.
Like I've run everywhere in the lights
Yeah.
except for
Grid finisher shoot too, we should add.
Yeah, so I finished your grid.
Yeah.
And I've paced Ashley at jigger last year.
Okay.
And I've done a Dirritissema.
Yeah.
So that kind of checks off a lot of trails. But there's the section after the moats, before you get to the Bartlett aid station, and then some of between Bartlett and Sawyer aid station I haven't done.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of that. So I haven't done Tremont, which is what everyone complains about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a butt kicker for sure. It's just
Yeah.
the last 1,000 feet are super steep. Up on the front side and the back side. The front side is like these, it's like these switchbacks, but it's like just vertical switchbacks. You're like, and it's all roots. And the back side is just dirt. So I always complain about my toes hurting.
Oh yeah. I had some of that happening this last weekend because my feet kept getting wet, so my shoes would loosen up.
Yeah.
And then my toes were just like banging on my shoes.
That's become a problem. That's like with my little toe thing here.
Yeah.
Do you do like the heel lock?
I always heel lock.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you think it helps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you should heel lock.
I do it sometimes and I'm like, I don't know, is it even helping?
Yeah,
like,
no, it helps me. I mean, if I don't heel lock, I roll my ankles too.
roll your ankles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's another thing I'm finally kind of getting past. I've been, chronic.
Have you tried wearing toe spacers?
A little bit, yeah. A little bit. That's
not when you're running, though.
Not when I'm running. Yeah, no, not when I'm running.
Yeah.
My toes are extremely tight. This is actually something.
Yeah.
I was at White Lake. Or no, we're not even on camera. I don't want to pull my feet out right now. My toes like don't have, I don't even know what you call it, but I can't grab. You know how they have you like pick up a towel with your toes? My toes can't do that. Which
have
is
you brought this up in PT?
Yeah, this is a problem. And my PT goes, I've never seen that.
Oh God, that's not good.
I know, yeah. So I think my toes have just got beat up like running so many downhills. So I need to be better about doing that.
Yeah.
But for sure, it's just like mashing your toes on like technical steep downhills.
Yeah.
Like
especially if you don't have, well, not just the heel lock, but also the shoe makes a difference too. Because when I first started, I think Cayuga 50, I was wearing ultra low peaks, and my foot was like sliding around so much that I ended up getting a neuroma.
Oh man,
which was super painful.
I keep hearing about those. What? Those are Larson had one this year.
He has. He found out it's not a neuroma; it's something else. But I just told him to get the toe spacers too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I have a lot of foot issues. Only on my right side. But like in the winter, if I wear spikes too much, or my winter shoes have to be a size bigger. I have a lot of foot issues. Again, never bothers me during 100.
Yeah.
But usually in training.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully I don't start sliding. I can figure this out. But the one thing that is hard for me, I'm sure you know, it's like your foot, you use it like every day. You can't rest it.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I just keep bending my toe.
Yeah.
It's so hard not to.
Yeah, that is kind of a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like trying so hard to rest after the 100. My husband just drops me off at the house and then goes to work, so I'm alone. I don't even think he said congrats. Like he's just so like numb to all this.
He's been there, done that.
He's just like, okay, going to work. I was like, what?
Yeah, he really.
So like my bedroom is upstairs, and so I didn't take everything I needed upstairs.
Yeah.
And so I laid down, and then I DoorDash McDonald's as one does. And then I was like, but now I have to go down the stairs.
Yeah.
So then I took everything I needed downstairs and just lived downstairs.
Yeah,
but it is like annoying. Like it's hard to get rest when obviously you have to be functioning.
I know,
somewhat.
You can't just like lay there and have people bring stuff to you all the time, even though it would be nice.
Yeah, it would be nice. Or like somebody to take my dogs outside when they're like, I'm trying to nap and they're biting me.
Yeah, your dogs definitely like to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It is hard, but no, hopefully the foot. I mean, I think I just need to work on like foot strength because that, everything kind of comes up from there.
Yeah.
So they say. So they say.
Start at the bottom.
Start at the bottom. But You know, I was gonna ask you this. I was at Pinkham Notch
Yeah.
the other day, a couple weekends ago, and there was a black Subaru with New Hampshire plates, and it had "For the love of God, don't listen to this trail runner" a sticker on it. And I'm thinking, who is this?
Oh, that's
Do you know who that is?
I don't know who it is, but I've given those magnets out to
You didn't even know who it
everyone.
is?
I've
Okay.
brought them. I brought some of them to Bubba's.
Okay.
I've brought some of them to group runs, like,
Okay,
because
so
everyone's always like, I want one of those. So yeah, I don't.
they were there all day, and I'm like, I was like, New Hampshire. I don't know if it was Ashley. I don't know her car,
No.
but
Wait, it was a Subaru?
yeah, but it was a New Hampshire plate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's too funny.
I know it was just funny, and then so I was wondering. I want to hear that story on the podcast.
Okay, yeah. So, 2023, I did the Osceolas, me and my dog. This is before I had my puppy, and this
Yeah.
is back when my dog was like the queen and was just ripping it on the trails. We were gridding, so we were doing like 30 peaks a month.
Yeah.
In winter.
Yeah.
Like, so we were doing the Osceolas and we ripped it up and down. Trail conditions weren't amazing, but they weren't that bad. The snow was kind of sticky. There was a couple of snow drifts between summits, but nothing crazy. And we bombed down, got a bunch of Strava crowns, like so much fun. Get to the parking lot, and there's this woman standing there, huge pack, snowshoes, everything. And I don't even know. I think I did have actual micro spikes on and not my blizzards. I'm pretty sure I had spikes on. And she looked at me and goes, "No snowshoes?" And I was like, "Oh no, the trails are great. The snow is just a little sticky and like perfect for running and whatever." So she's like, "Oh, thank God, I'm going to leave my snowshoes here." So then a few days later, multiple people screenshot me a report written on the New England Trail Conditions page, which is a page where you can write exactly what it says.
Yeah.
Trail conditions.
Yeah.
So she wrote a report saying that she saw somebody in the parking lot with a dog just in spikes. So she said, "Oh, good, I'm going to leave my snowshoes behind." Big mistake.
All caps.
Big mistake. She said that snow was sticky, but it wasn't. Okay. Whatever. And then she said she post-holed 3 times.
Oh my God, is that what actually was in the report?
Yeah.
I don't even. Oh my God. Okay.
She post-holed 3 times. And now, here's the thing. You probably shouldn't listen to me anyways, because I weigh like 110 pounds.
True. There you go.
So
that is
like
a good
even
point.
when I run with Mike in the winter, there's times where he's post-holing and I'm not.
Yeah.
And he gets really mad about that.
Yeah.
Why are you not post-holing?
Yeah.
And so she post-holed 3 times, which probably wasn't even post-holing. It was probably walking through snowdrifts.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had a horrible day because she didn't have spikes. She only had crampons, but she couldn't wear her crampons for whatever reason. Day ruined. And at the bottom of it, she wrote, "For the love of God, never listen to a trail runner." And I had like 3 people send this to me and be like, "Was this you?"
Yeah. They put 2 and 2 together.
And it actually made me sad.
Oh no.
Because I felt so bad that I ruined this woman's day.
Yeah.
Like I was just telling her my experience.
Yeah. Well, this is I brought it up. I didn't want to make you feel bad. I kind of brought it up because I feel like a lot of time on this podcast, I'm talking in a trail runner's perspective.
Yeah.
Where I feel like I give maybe bad advice.
Yeah.
Or like what to bring or whatever.
Well, now too, like when people ask me for advice, I will say, "I did this, but do what you are comfortable with," which I shouldn't have to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be obvious if you are more like if you're comfortable in your snowshoes and you love wearing your snowshoes and just wear them.
Yeah.
Don't leave them behind because some tiny woman and her dog had a fast run.
Yeah. Well, I think that, maybe. Well, it's funny too, because I feel like sometimes if that slippery, or you said it was sticky, but kind of like a looser, like a little bit of a soft.
Loose.
It wasn't loose?
No.
Okay. Well, like a little bit of snow where you could, in a snowshoe, you have better traction.
Yeah.
But when you don't have it, you can run faster on the descent. So that can be like, oh, that's a sweet descent, but
right.
for like if you're not really running, it's
I
annoying.
climbed okay too.
Yeah.
But I will say this: I'm not the best Valentine. For Valentine's Day this year, I really wanted my husband to come hiking in the lights with me, and he's always miserable because he doesn't have the right gear and he doesn't really like being in the cold and he doesn't understand what the big fuss is about the mountains. Like he gets to a summit and he's just like, cool.
Yeah.
So I spent so much money at REI, geared him up. I got him some Dion's.
Wow.
Or wait, no. Was it the Dion's? I think he actually already had Dion's anyways. But today I got him a whole bunch of other stuff. He had Dion's. I might have got him new Dion's though, because I think I stole his old ones. Anyways, we go to do the Osceolas, and we're trying to go up the steep part. And now I only have Dion's on, and I have broken Dion's that don't even have the back cleats anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm doing just fine. He has Dion's that are pretty much out of the box, and he is sliding back every single footstep.
Oh my God.
And it took us like a half an hour to go 0.1 miles.
Yeah.
And I'm like trying not to pee my pants laughing because it is kind of funny.
Yeah.
And my dogs are just looking at him like, Dad, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
And like,
we don't like bringing
it was like, and people keep hiking by us and they all have like MSR snowshoes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, that's what I should have bought him.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where he was like, I mean, he was kind of laughing too.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm embarrassed. And I was like, don't be embarrassed. Like, I set you up for failure.
Yeah.
Like, I gave you Dion's. I forget that you are much larger than I am. Like, the East Osceola is no joke.
Yeah.
Why'd I chose that for Valentine's Day? I chose it because I needed it for my grid.
See,
we could have done Tecumseh or something, which I already had for my grid.
Yeah. Critters
and so
mindset.
he ended up turning around before we even got to East Osceola, and then the dogs and I just did like a quick out and back to Mount Osceola.
Still needed the peak.
Yeah, I still had to get the peak. But the funny thing is, because he was feeling kind of bummed, when I was coming back down, I legit saw a man with his girlfriend tied to his waist, pulling her up, and she had an ice axe and everything. And I was like, whoa, I should have done that with my husband. And she's like, this is my second try at East Osceola. And I was like, okay, I guess this mountain is hard.
Well, in the winter, it could definitely get steep and icy.
Yeah,
and we should say your husband is a strong runner. He's run 100 miles.
He's run 100 miles. Yeah, I mean, he's out of the game. He doesn't run much. Anymore, but like, yeah, he's done 100 miles. He's done a bunch of ultras. Yeah, he's like fairly fit. Like, yeah. But
that actually climb, I went on a maybe not similar, but I went on with a buddy, Ryan, who I don't know if you know, but we went on this, and he gets up in the whites. He's done the AT.
Okay.
Very fast, more of kind of a road guy, but we went up there, and he's been on maybe like, I don't know, 20 of the 4,000 footers, so he doesn't have as much that experience. So we go up there, I'm like, all right, let's go to the Osceolas today. I think it'll be good trail conditions. Like, I had been up there, and I'm like, I don't think we need our snowshoes today. We should be fine. Snowshoes? Yeah. I didn't even bring them. No. I did bring the snowshoes. I had my Dion's, but I think maybe going up, I was like, I don't think we'll need snowshoes.
Okay.
So anyway, I set him up for failure. I bring snowshoes, and he's like, I don't even have any. Oh, okay, hold on. Screw the story. I back it up. He brought these like massive snowshoes from like his parents. Okay. And I told him when we got there, I was like, don't even bring those. Those aren't going to do you any good out here. That's what it was. And he was like, I was like, I don't think we'll need them, but I'm going to bring mine just in case.
Was it?
The Osceolas.
Oh.
So we go up East Osceola, and so much more snow than we thought. We started at 10. I was like, let's just let everyone go. We passed everyone before the climb, and I'm like, oh my gosh, because they're breaking trail.
Oh.
And it's just getting, like, it was only supposed to be a few inches, but it's getting more and more up top. And they actually get a lot of snow on that ridge.
Yeah, I've broken out 3 feet in there before.
Yeah. It gets deep. And I was just trying to break out like a foot or two of snow in Dion's, and he had no snowshoes up Osceola. We're climbing with our hands in the snow. He didn't have an extra pair of gloves. I only had one extra pair, so I was like, we need to get up before I switch them because mine aren't even waterproof. And it ended up taking us an hour longer than I told him it would. He was late for something, but
I mean,
It's
an
a
hour
hard
longer
climb.
is not that bad.
Not that
though.
bad. Yeah, not that bad.
But yeah, I've done that actually with Sophia one time. Mike and I did that.
Mhm.
We took her to do the Cass and Carter.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, and we were both like, you definitely won't need snowshoes.
Yeah.
Let's just leave them here.
Yeah.
And then we were totally like waist deep in the Wildcats, and it
Yeah.
was so cold.
Yeah.
And thankfully the Carters weren't as bad, but I just remember Sophia being like, I'm supposed to be with like 2 experts.
Yeah.
Like,
this
sorry.
is like the whole don't listen to trail runners. Like we don't know still the good
I
things
was
to
like,
do.
Sorry. I mean, thankfully she still had a good time and has run with me since, but
That's funny.
yeah.
No, that's how I feel. It's like I go out there a lot, but I'm still, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, this isn't. But
yeah.
You're working on grid 2, which is
I'm like 67% done with grid 2 and like 30-something% done with grid 3.
Oh my gosh. That is ridiculous.
The Dirritissema.
Oh,
like
true.
I have like all the training for the Dirritissema. I did a bunch of multi-days.
Yeah.
And then doing the Dirritissema, that automatically gridded out a month. So like my winters and summers are pretty great, but yeah, I have like 2 peaks for March.
Yeah.
Not March. Like April, May.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, you were working on your first grid and I was kind of working on mine, and you just have lapped me for percentages like multiple times.
It's been a lot harder now that my older dog can't do as much, the puppy can't do as much.
Yeah.
Like I said, with my oldest, we were doing like 30 peaks a month.
Yeah.
And I can't do that as much now.
Yeah.
So it's a little trickier.
Yeah. Do you think that helped? I'm trying to do more miles this summer. Like I think I want to specifically do probably like a little more hiking miles, more go for grid peaks after I race my races upcoming here. Do you think that helps your fitness when you just slam huge volume hikes for a long time? Like I feel like some people say like I just got fitter when I hiked a bunch more and I did a lot more of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're training for.
Yeah,
like
true.
if you're training for something long in the whites, then doing a lot of like, sure, it's cool if you can do like a fast prezi.
Yeah.
But like at the end of 100-mile run in the whites, you aren't going to be running.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something I was thinking about this weekend. Not only do you need to practice hiking, but the mental aspect of going that slow.
Okay.
So like last summer when I was doing a lot of hiking with a heavy pack, it is like kind of hard mentally.
I'm
it's
sure.
Like you're like, great, I'm going like less than 3 miles an hour to do a mountain that I know I can do in like 40 minutes. Like it's just,
that's a good point. Actually,
it's like that mental just kind of like slogging and grinding and just getting comfortable with that.
Yeah. No, that is a good point. Because that is what I mean. If you any of the long distance things in the whites, if you just split it out evenly, you're going to be just power hiking.
Yeah.
And I think those are different muscles too. I feel like
they definitely are. So the year I ran I Am Tough 100 out in Idaho, I was injured almost that entire year. And so I did a lot of just like walking.
Yeah.
And I got really good at walking. Like I could walk on a sidewalk at like a 12-something pace. Like I got gnarly at walking.
Oh my God, that's like Olympics.
I got like competitive with the walking stuff. Especially with my husband, because he's 6'3", so he can walk a lot faster than me. So like I got really good at the walking. And then during I Am Tough 100, around mile 30, my hamstring blew up and I couldn't bend my knee anymore. And I was like, okay, either I have to drop out or I have to walk 70 plus miles.
Yeah.
It's like 107 miles.
My gosh.
And so I did my crying and everything. And then I got to the next aid station. I looked at my husband and I said, can you go to Walgreens and get me something for the Spain? And then just kind of took off. And I power hiked 70 something miles and I still finished in 4th place.
Yeah.
In like 27 hours or something.
Yeah. Which is a fast 100.
But I wouldn't be able to do that if I hadn't practiced power hiking.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that is a good point. I feel like, I mean, my, the Jigger Johnson 100, I had bone stress. I was like 1 grade away from a stress fracture in both my shins, like a few months before that race. So I just had to hike
Wow.
And I just did a ton of Stairmaster cross training, and it like was fine because it's like mostly hiking.
Yeah, it definitely. And I will say too, like if you're gonna do a long unsupported event, just all the weighted pack stuff for sure.
I've been doing some like weighted Stairmaster. Here we go again. This is where I'm gonna have to find where he floats by in the episode and line it up. I was just gonna put this background, but yeah, no.
Oh, I just wish I remembered what his name is.
Just cruising down the river.
Yeah.
It's a good day for it. Yeah, I've been doing more weighted on the Stairmaster to kind of get faster uphill, but I haven't just done take a heavy pack and do. Like I'm thinking maybe I throw on some like fast pack, like just do an overnight somewhere.
Yeah, that is. I want to do that. I want to do a lot more fast packing this summer so I can do some bigger stuff with the dogs too. We did a fast packing trip on Carrigan, like Carrigan, Nancy Pond Loop, and slept on Carrigan last year.
Yeah.
It was so much fun.
So fun. Yeah. No, that is good. Looking back, what do you think is like one of your what are your like your favorite or your best races that you've done that like went really well, or like some of your because you have I mean I can't even go through your list of accomplishments, but the Whites 100 I think was epic.
I mean it was the thing with the White Mountain 100 is Mike and I were like the 4th and 5th people.
Yeah.
And I think that like a lot of people forget that because like our time isn't like super fast for it, but
I think it is still, but
at the time, like nobody, like so many people kept trying and failing and trying and failing, and like nobody was finishing. So for us to finish was like a huge, like we just did that.
Yeah.
And to do it, like running 100 miles with a friend is extremely. You witnessed it firsthand.
Yeah, I was there for the last 35 miles.
Difficult.
Yeah, I think like we have talked about this before, but two people, especially when you're running 100 miles, you are just not gonna line up when you're feeling good and when you're feeling bad.
No.
And like what you need. I thought they turned on a motor. The guy's just going for it. This is actually gonna be one of my maybe best episodes. So
yeah, like,
it's hard to, and I saw that firsthand.
Yeah,
like there were moments you were
like,
flying.
There was a long stretch where Mike was miserable and like it weighed heavy on me because I was in such a good mood, and then I just remember like he ate some pickles and he just flipped.
Yeah, it flipped.
And because he flipped and now I was not feeling good, it made me so mad at like him because I was like, how dare he feel good now? And like it just like, and then I cried a little bit.
Well, I think me and Mike were running. We're like, where's Lexi? We turn around and you're like, I'm just crying.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to see my husband. Like I was so mad that Mike was feeling good and I was not feeling good now. And then well, also too, Mike and I are like really, really good friends. Like I feel like it's different if like you were to run with like a friend that you are. Like Mike and I are literally like brother and sister.
You've done a ton of
miles
like
together. It's so like easy to like get like mad at someone that is like that. Like,
you're more open to be like F you.
Yeah, exactly. And like I did pretty much say that to him. Like when we were going down Moose, he like tried to run a little and I was like, I'm not moving any faster.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you just didn't move out of that you were in the trail with your poles and you just didn't move. You're like, I'm not going any faster.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not going any faster.
That's funny.
But yeah, so that like just finishing it together with him, like it was a big deal. And then we ran like another FKT like a month later. So I have forgiven each other clearly. But yeah, so that was a big deal, especially too because like the first time I tried, I failed.
Yeah.
But I think like all my firsts, like my first 100 miler at Grindstone, almost an even split race, came in 3rd place, like almost sub 24 hours at a 100 miler that had 24,000 feet of gain.
Yeah.
And then like my first long FKT, the Mid-State Trail FKT, like that was back when like not a lot of people were doing a long unsupported stuff, never mind females.
Yeah.
And that one I started like 8 p.m. on a Thursday night after working for 10 hours. Yeah, I told
That's
you
another
about
one.
that. Yeah, because you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, a lot of my first and, like, the New England Trail was my first time fast packing ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that one I'm super proud of. And then, yeah, of course, the Dirritissema. Also, Cloud Splitter 100. That was the first 100-mile race I've won, and I came in, like, 4 minutes behind the first place male.
A sprint finish almost.
That I didn't know about.
I know, that's
I did
crazy.
not. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, tell that story.
Yeah, so Cloud Splitter 100 is in, like, the corner of Virginia, down by Tennessee. It's, like, I don't think they're doing it again this year. I think last year was their last year.
Wow, okay.
Which is a huge bummer. It's an awesome race. It's really towny. Like, the mayor shows up to the pre-race meeting.
Yeah.
There's a decent amount of runners. But the year I did it was really rainy, really foggy. I knew I was in the lead, and the second place female was like 20 minutes behind me constantly. So I had her kind of like on my heels. And then around mile 60, you go up and down this one peak over, like, you go down, loop around one way, and then come back. And one of the last mile 60, I get there, it's like foggy, and I hear the second place female pacer starts like talking shit, like, I'm pacing her, I'm coming for you, like, all this stuff, which I was like,
I remember
dude,
that.
I've been out here for like 60 miles, like, show some like camaraderie, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? And like also, like, I'm a Boston girl, like, like, you do not know who you're messing
I
with
can be mean.
So then I just like dropped the hammer, and I knew I was like 10th overall, and I worked my way up to 3rd overall. And then there's like a section where you loop around this horrible trail circuit twice, and I ended up looping her on that section. I was really nice when I passed. So I was like, you're looking great. It's not her problem. Her pacer was rude to me. So I knew I had gains on her, but I still just like kept dropping the hammer. And when I got back up to the mountain for the last time, the weather was so bad that my husband was hiding in the van. And all the volunteers were just random people, not runners. So they weren't paying attention to who was in the lead, who's not in the lead. There was actually some Jehovah's Witnesses volunteering. I thought they were dressed up for Halloween.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, I love your costume. And then I found out later.
Oh my gosh, no.
They were very nice. They looked at me weird when I asked for a bottle of half Coke, half water. And I was like, no, like literally half Coke, half water. It's fine. So then nobody told me anything about what position I was in. And so when I got to the finish line, I sat down, I knew I won, and there was a guy sitting next to me, and I go, oh, I thought I was in 3rd overall. I go, oh, did you win? And he goes, yeah. And I go, well, where's the second place guy? And he goes, oh, the second place guy dropped. And I was like, oh shit, so I'm 2nd overall. And then I like was so happy, I was crying, and then the race director comes over and goes, he just finished like 4 minutes ago.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, are you kidding me?
Dang.
I'm like, why didn't anyone tell me?
I know, I could have tried harder.
I maybe could have picked up the pace a little bit. You never know.
I mean, you finished super hard, but yeah, it's always like if you know that carrot's there, it's like your body can just go a little bit more.
You never know. And I was like asking my husband, like, why didn't you tell me? But when he was up on the mountain hiding in the van, there wasn't cell service, so he can't even look. And I think Mike had texted me, like, you're closing in on him, you're closing in, but I think I had my phone in airplane mode.
Yeah.
I probably didn't have cell service. So, like, anyone following tracking knew.
Yeah.
But I did not know.
Yeah, so they were like, oh, this is epic, and you two were so close, and just like, doo-doo-doo, I'm almost done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's why Scott Trayer used to tell me, always be closing.
Yeah.
And I always remember that, because, like, you never know, like, how the people behind you or how the people ahead of you are doing.
Yeah.
You don't know if they're on the verge of dropping. You don't know if they're like the second place females having the day time of her life and is all of
Yeah.
a sudden going to pass you.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know.
I know. And on trails too, like maybe once in a while there's, if there's an aid station down a valley, you can kind of hear things or whatever, so you kind of know. But most of the time, someone can get 100 yards ahead.
Yeah.
You have no idea. And it's like, oh my God, are they flying? Are they just right there? It can be hard. So it is like just forward momentum the whole time.
I mean, the nice thing about Cloud Splitter was there's a decent amount out and backs. So
okay, so you
I
get a
would leave
gauge
the aid
there.
station, look at my watch, and then you could tell.
Yeah.
And like that would be nice with Jigger too.
Yeah, out and back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
that's nice and it's daunting. I remember, well, for you it'll probably be nice.
We'll see.
We'll see. I remember I was coming up over the moats. It had rained that whole first day. Like, it was just disgusting wet.
Yeah, you did it the rainy year.
Yeah, and so I was coming over, like, and I was feeling good, actually, and I think I was in third, and I had picked it up, and I had some issues I was working through, but I was finally, like, feeling pretty good, and I'm not even up to South Moat, and the aid station, the halfway's at the descent.
Yeah.
And on that ridge, Justin Kowski just comes poking on the headlamp, like, totally good. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm not even close to this guy.
And he still has the course record. Even though that was a longer.
I think.
Was it the longer course?
I think there's one. I think Keith Nadu, maybe. It was the longer course.
Oh,
I think Keith ran it faster, so he may have the fastest time.
Okay.
But that first year, it was insane. I mean, it was like, he was just moving. And I don't know him. Like, I didn't talk to him. I talked to him for 1 second.
I only know him because of he has like 5 million FKTs.
Oh yeah, he's another guy who just goes out and everywhere. But I just remember he just gave me a high five and he just goes, "Nice job!" Like, he was just having fun out there, like, solo.
That's so awesome.
And then like 2 days later, he does a Prezi Traverse with his family. I was like, "That's mean."
Just rude.
Yeah, rude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You never know how people are feeling, because even someone who's super strong can show up and have a bad day and drop. So.
Yeah. Just got to show up and try your best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jigger, I'm excited to watch that race. Hopefully, I'll volunteer at an aid station.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get my husband to volunteer. This will be my first 100-mile race where he can't crew me.
Oh wait, why?
You're not allowed crew.
Really? At the Jigger Johnson?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Is that new?
I don't think so.
Oh.
People can only crew if they volunteer.
Oh, that's what it was. I remember that. Yeah,
so
only crew if you volunteer.
I think he might volunteer. I mean, he's got a long time to do nothing.
Yeah.
So he might volunteer.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's like clutch for me at 100-mile races. He knows like exactly what I need and what to say to me, and I always look forward to seeing him. So it's gonna be a little hard, but I will have pacers. So and I'm excited about that. I'm a little nervous about having pacers just because I'm worried about being mean to people I like. But
I think anyone pacing you would be fine.
So
no, that's awesome. Well, look forward to watching that.
Yeah.
Are there any other like big stories that I kind of missed that you have a million stories?
Oh God. I mean,
but like big races or anything that I should have asked about?
I'm trying to think.
How many miles do you think you've run in your life? You track a lot of things.
I actually don't think I've run that many miles.
Really?
I only run like 2,800 a year.
Yeah.
And I've been running for 12 years, but the first few years I probably only did like 400 or 500.
Yeah.
So I guess I kind of add
20,000 miles.
Yeah, I guess I kind of. I wish I had kept track. I tried to look back on like the Map My Run app to see if I could see my old runs, and I could kind of see them, but not really.
Yeah.
And it's funny just to be like, yeah, I really was only running like a mile, 3 miles.
I know, 2.3 miles.
And then it just kind of,
spiraled.
Well, I've like, my first ultra marathon too was the Tark Fells Winter Ultra.
Yeah.
Which is like a gnarly race.
Yeah.
So that was like my intro to ultras.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But I used to live like a mile away, so I just ran loops on that.
Yeah.
All the time.
You knew the course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dirty Woob.
Yeah.
Dirty Woob.
Yeah. I do kind of miss Horn Pond. One of the non-FKTs, like weird running things I've done is during COVID, obviously all races got canceled. And so I wanted something. Actually, I was supposed to run Amok 50K.
Oh, wow.
That got canceled. So I wanted to do some sort of run. And so, do you know Horn Pond Mountain?
Yeah.
There's a paved.
Yeah.
I ran up and down that for 8 hours.
Yeah. I remember you. So what were you doing that for?
I did it to like raise money for the town of Woburn's efforts.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It was kind of you getting your ultra craze. So what is the stats on that? It's like 0.1 miles or something, right?
It's like 0.18 with like 200 feet of gain.
For 8 hours.
Yeah, for 8 hours. And I had like a little bucket at the bottom, and all the locals call it Tawanda.
Mm-hmm.
The mountain, Tawanda. Or maybe just Trayer does. Who knows?
You just put that in your brain.
Yeah. But I had like a bucket at the bottom that said the owner of this bucket is running for 8 hours on Tawanda. And so then I could just have a handheld.
Yeah.
And so I ended up doing 43 miles with like 13,000 feet of gain and 8 hours on pavement. But the cool thing about it is like everyone was heavily masked because this was when everyone was really scared of COVID.
Yeah.
And people would just come and walk up and down for like 2 or 3 laps. Just
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool, especially in a time where like everyone hated each other. I remember during COVID, everyone would get mad about people like walking too close around the pond, or like there's like so many like heated stuff on all the like Horn Pond Facebook group and stuff. So it was like so cool to have people like just like come and join. And like,
that is cool. Because I lived down there for a while.
Yeah.
There are, obviously it's the city, but there are so many people that walk around Horn Pond, and
it is crazy.
It is crazy.
You like can't even run there in the dark alone.
It's like it's crazy.
Yeah, it is really crazy. Lots of coyotes and too.
I know. We just coyotes, turkeys going through our parking lot all the time. It was just insane.
Yeah. But I do miss Horn Pond.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on and talking about all this stuff.
No problem.
Yeah. We'll be excited for what you do, and hopefully we get out for something soon.
Yeah.
I feel like we're always like we have different things, and then like I'm recovering or hurt from something.
Usually one of us is hurt and the other one's
tapering or training. I'm only doing this route.
I was so bummed when you ran Lodge to Dodge and I was in North Carolina.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you kidding me?
That's okay though. You were good. Yeah, you were pace me. Yeah. I think hopefully there'll be something in the near future that maybe you could pace me on.
Sounds good. Yeah. I don't know if I'm a good pacer though.
I don't know. I don't know how you would be. You never know how someone's going to be at pacing.
I always I'm so used to pacing Ashley and Mike, and like, again, super close with them. So it's easy to give a little bit of tough love if I have to.
I actually think that I think I've had pacers maybe, and I haven't had a ton of pacers, but don't be nice. Don't be too nice. I think this is something that I've done bad as a pacer, is like, don't be so, oh, it's okay, you're doing good, like pat on the back.
Yeah.
At least I don't respond to that.
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because I've definitely know like some people, I won't name names.
Who
start to like get in their head and think that I paced actually a friend at Vermont 100, and every time she got into an aid station, she was like, I'm going so slow, I must be in last place.
Yeah.
And I was like, girl, you're nowhere near cutoffs. What are you even talking about?
Just go.
So like it really depends on the person.
Yeah.
And like I liked when like you guys were pacing at White Mountain 100, like Sophia immediately was like, you're looking like really talking me up and like fluffing my feathers, and I did like that a bit.
Okay.
So I did like that.
Well, I try to, not that I'm not like, hey, you're doing great.
Yeah.
I always tell people like, you're doing good, you're crushing. But it's like, I feel like sometimes I've been almost like too, like so soft.
Yeah,
like it's just like,
fair.
Hey, eat this and like, let's go. You're doing great.
Yeah.
You got to keep moving.
I will say the worst pacing gig and crewing gig I ever had was Bubba's last year. I will never pace and crew for 2 days straight.
Oh my gosh.
Again. Like Mike's obviously doing it again this year.
He is.
And I said, I will pace and crew, but you need to give me some help.
Yeah.
Because like I was taking like 20-minute naps and then crewing him, and then I would go out on a lap with him.
Yeah.
And then it got to the point where when he said he wanted to drop, like in my head, I was like, if he drops, I get to go to sleep right now.
You're like, yeah, I'm like, you don't want to push this. This is think about your running career.
No, you should keep going. So like that was definitely hard.
Yeah.
So
I think that's a hard format because you always have that nice warm.
you get no breaks from like a crewing perspective too.
True, yeah.
Like I mean, I know the runners have it really hard, but from a crewing perspective, there's no breaks.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I crewed him at Riverlands and I barely had to see him, and then I just ran the last lap with him.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, those are are those 25-mile laps?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25.
Yeah.
How was that? He crushed that.
Yeah, that was fun. We had a good nighttime. The nice thing about Mike being so fast is like I was in my van in a cot by like 3 a.m. or something. And I was like talking to other crews and they're like, yeah, we're gonna be out here till like Sunday at like 1. And I was like, I'm gonna be in bed at 3.
We're wrapping up.
No, he crushed that.
No, it's good
great.
for him. That is always fun where if you run something very fast and then like, maybe you drive a couple hours home and then you shower, eat a good meal, you're in bed, you're like, wow, there are people that aren't even close to finish.
Yeah, for sure. I will say like I've paced Ashley twice now and she's the easiest person to pace.
Yeah.
She's so dialed in with her nutrition and everything. Like she just like I don't have to do anything except play Thirst Trap Queen music from a speaker. That's literally all I have to do.
Yeah. Wow. That is a good pacing gig.
Yeah.
She was I saw her at White Lakes. I always hear her at White Lakes. Mm-hmm. She's always dialed at White Lakes.
She is.
No
and
business.
She's one of those runners that like I mean, Mike is the same way where they just don't need to run like a ton of miles.
Yeah.
Mike can go like had his lung issue last year and didn't run for months and then went and crushed White Lakes.
Yeah.
And like Ashley's a pretty low mileage runner. She works a lot. And then she just goes and like bangs out White Lakes. It's
fit, durable, and
tough.
tough.
I had to train so hard.
People don't know what I did for
this. Exactly. Yeah. Like when people are like, and you just, I don't know, when people say like, oh, you're so fast, it's like, yeah, but
I do.
I also train my ass
Yeah,
off.
it takes so much. You don't even want to know the background. Exactly. I feel like I'm in that kind of boat where I don't think I'm naturally. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys don't even know.
Yeah.
Well, that's fun. Well, this is fun. Yeah. We'll have to, maybe we come on again after the Jigger Johnson. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
Good luck there. All right.
Thanks.
See ya.
Bye.